What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Offroad Outlaws, and yes, as the title states, there was a new update. I did a live stream, of course, for the update last night. If you guys didn't see that, I'll drop a link down below in the description of the video, right at the top. If you guys want to go check out the full live stream that's like 2 hours long, we had a lot of fun, built a lot of crazy vehicles, and, did a few sessions as well. Had some fun things happen. But what I'm going to do is just kind of go over what all is new in this new update. Now, as you can tell, we have what is a dirt bike with a tank track and a little ski on the front. And we have 4 of these. 4 separate snow bikes. And I'm going to go to the dealership to show you guys these so that you can see them in, stock form and everything. Of course, we have the regular dirt bikes. You scroll past that and bam, a fucking snow bike. There's 4 of these. Now, the real difference between them is really just the body of it. Like one's probably based off of Honda, one's based off of Yamaha, This one's based off of KTM, whatever. Don't quote me on exactly which one's what. Like, I don't know. Like, don't think that I was trying to say this one's a KTM or something. I don't know. I don't know dirt bikes like that. But we have 4 different ones, and one of which they made freaking, like, pink. It's hilarious. There are also new premium vehicles, which I'll show you guys as well. Now, these are builds that people made. Like, somebody made this truck, and the Offroad Outlaws people gave them like 1,000 gold or something for, the Offroad Outlaws to use their tune and everything on a premium vehicle. Now, I find that a bunch of bullshit. Like, I mean, it costs $4 for one of these trucks, and you get 1,000 gold for that, like, because they used your build. I mean, it's kind of a little jank. Somebody was like, one of the builds is a frog build, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, none of these are my trucks. None of these are even my tunes. Like, I don't build things like that. Like, I slam my shit. Legit, I slam my shit. If I go for something like this, like, mine would be slammed. And this, mine would be taller. Like, come on now. Mine definitely wouldn't have trophy suspension in the rear too, so yeah. But there are new premium vehicles. Like, nobody really buys them that I know of. There are no new crawlers, no new side-by-sides, no new quads, no, no new trailers, no new drones. There's nothing of that sort. But there are, of course, the, M3 Deuce here. Freaking badass Deuce. Hells yeah. And then we got the Volkswagen Beetle. Yes, you can buy the Beetle from the dealership. You do not have to find the Beetle. It is not a barn find as we all assumed it was. I mean, come on now. Why wouldn't this be a little field/barn find, But whatever. That was their choice. Speaking of field finds, I am not sure if there are any new field finds. Nobody has reported finding anything. The Offroad Outlaws people haven't been like, yep, there's no field finds. So I don't believe there are any new field finds. But of course, somebody could find one, and then, I'm off on the hunt for it as well. And then we have this thing, which I assumed that this thing was what they called the huge Nomad in their, on the Google Play Store here. When you go to the, little, whatchamajigger. Oh, there's an update for that, too. That's okay. I'll have to do that. But when you go on here, the Baja Bug is 6x6, huge Nomad, and snow bikes. That's literally all they stated here, but what the fuck is the huge Nomad supposed to be? I'm honestly not 100% sure on that, because I assumed that the red one was going to be the Nomad. I assumed this thing was called the Nomad, but what makes this not the Nomad is the fact that it's called a Shaman front suspension and a Shaman rear suspension. Meaning it has its own custom suspension, just like the Bug does. So, which means that this suspension belongs to that truck, so this truck's name is the Shaman, just like the Beetle's name is the Bug, officially, anyways. So that would leave this to have to be what they call the huge nomad. Even though, I mean, I could see that, you know, but I would more so think this as a nomad, because a nomad, you know, other than, you know, the Chevy Nomad that 90% of you people probably already know about, this I would assume is the Nomad, because this is like basically like a roving, a fucking earth roamer, pretty much. Like, this is a fucking rover. Like, this is something you would fucking throw a bed in the back of there, a bunch of supplies, and you just fucking camp out in the motherfucker wherever you were off-roading. But that's, I guess that's just me, I would assume. And, as well, there is something really cool that, somebody told me we had in the game, as far as, like, a feature goes, and the feature is that you can now, see your trailer. Like, when you're out on a map, there will be a blue line pointing, or a blue arrow, just like, you know, you have a red arrow for the boxes that shows up on the speedometer. There is now a blue arrow that will appear to show you where your trailer is. So we're going to equip the trailer, and we'll jump in the Deuce over there, because I know I can drive this with the Deuce. And I'll show you guys what I mean by a blue arrow. And we can just go out to the stunt park, because it doesn't really matter exactly where we go for this, as long as we go somewhere with a truck that can pull a trailer, pretty much. And yep, I honestly hate where they decided to attach the trailer at. It's kind of a bad place to attach a trailer on anything when it comes to a gooseneck. Plus, it literally just makes you do that. So, if we pull the speedometer up here, and we drop the trailer off, as you can see, there is an immediate blue arrow pointing to the trailer. So you know exactly where your trailer is at all times. And, yeah. And this thing here actually is gas-powered in-game, which is kind of jank. To be totally honest, it's a little jank that this thing is gas-powered, and you have to add the diesel into it. But that's Offroad Outlaws for you. And, yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything that is new in this new update. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully it helps you guys. And if you do not see the update, restart your phone, refresh the App Store. Just don't uninstall the game, because if you uninstall the game, you will lose your progress. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.